Robbie, I guess Peyton was just talking about the system between you and him. Freeze was saying on Monday that he is very involved in your side of it when y'all do the dual back sets. What do you think are a couple factors that need to be in play for your packages in particular to be more successful whenever you're in the game?
I feel like we just have to execute better. I feel like we have the plays there, and like on Saturday, I made a mistake on the first play, just trying to be a little too aggressive when I should have handled it. Just those little things, little details, those are always play a big factor in the game. But I feel like they're great calls, great setups. Now it's on us to go out there and execute it and just make sure they're called at the right time. So just those little things, but I feel like Coach has done a great job with the packages and everything. So it's just going out there and execute.
Robbie, last year when you guys went on a skid in the middle of the season, can you compare that, like the locker room then to this locker room, and maybe what's different?
I feel like this year this locker room is more together. Definitely with the streak we've been on. I mean, it's hard, but at the end of the day, we know we got to come to work, and it's really who wants to work when times get hard. Who's going to come every single day, whether we're on a losing streak like we are right now, or we're winning every game. Like, who's going to be there for the ups and the lows, highs and lows. So that's what everybody's just been telling each other, like, hey, we still got 5 games left. We can go out with a bang, and we got to come out and work. I mean, so if you're not on board with us, then you don't need to be with us. But the guys that are on board, and that's pretty much this whole team, we're ready to work and ready to go out there and give our all. So that's a big thing for us.
Peyton said that because he doesn't know anyone who's done a QB rotation like this, that it's hard to find someone to talk to. Have you felt the same way? Kind of, how have you handled this rotation?
I mean, I kind of went through it last season, so it's kind of easy for me just to know kind of what to expect. So I just got to go in every day and just kind of prepare myself like I'm the starter, even though I might not be. So that's just the biggest thing, and then just honing in on my package plays too. I mean, you got to know all of that. So it's just really for me just knowing my package players on top of knowing the playbook. So those are just big things I try and learn every single week, just what we're running, and then on top of that, what are my package plays and what are we trying to do with those. So it's a little bit extra studying, but I mean, I can't complain. So
how would you, and talking to you about kind of, you said that there's 2 different types of offenses when Peyton's in and then when you were in. How would you personally characterize what the offense is supposed to look like when you're in?
I mean, I feel like it's a stereotype that I can't throw the football, but I mean, that's kind of whatever because I was playing. I mean, you see Texas quarterback, he's sitting out with the injury I played 9 games through. So that should tell you in itself what I was going through. But, people don't want to really look at that, so I don't really care because they're not doing what I'm doing. They're sitting on the TV, sitting behind a phone screen with all that. So I look at it as right now it's me more of a running guy, but I know I can sit back there and throw the ball around the yard. I've done it last year before I got hurt. And right now Peyton. Jalen Simpson. But so kind of just I feel like with me kind of just more downhill, trying to be more physical, and then Peyton kind of more air attack. But I feel like we both can run, both can air it out around the yard. But I feel like those are the 2 big differences. But I feel like they're both great packages, great plans we have. Now it's just on us to go execute. I feel like Coach put in a great system. So we just got to execute to the best we can. And it hadn't been to the best of our ability that we know we can do, but we got 5 games. So we're hoping to start it off this week and just keep that momentum rolling.
How much better do you feel like you have gotten throwing the ball, especially now that you're healthy, like you said?
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better. I feel way more confident. I mean, just with the guys we have, I mean, I have the utmost confidence in them. And I mean, last year was just all just types of crazy. I mean, transferred in, coach I committed to, gone, I didn't even get a full year. So it was all crazy, just a lot of ups and downs, just what's gonna happen at this point. And I mean, just for me, it was really just getting healthy. I mean, last 5 games of the year, I couldn't throw the whole week of practice. So I mean, when you can get the reps in practice, I mean, that helps you tremendously instead of having to wait till game day and getting the mental reps. Like, yeah, I know what's going on, but you don't feel as confident when you're in the game because like, oh, I ain't thrown it in practice. Like, I haven't gotten that rep. I just got the mental rep. So just being able to get those physical reps instead of the mental ones when I was hurt is definitely paid really big for me. And then just our scheme. Our scheme is really good and just opens up a lot of people. So, I mean, you know where you want to go with the ball, and we know what we want to do. So I just feel more comfortable as a whole. And like I said, whoever says I can't play quarterback, I really don't care because they couldn't do half what I could do. So they can sit behind a phone screen, type all they want. It's never going to faze me. So.
Robbie, I love what you're saying about how most of the critiques come from people that aren't in your position, that have not played enough football in their life. How do you deal with that game in and game out? Are you looking on Twitter? Are you involved in that? How has the coaching staff kind of stepped up to give you that encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, you never go and look for it. Like, sometimes you just be scrolling on social media and it just pops up. And if it just pops up for me, I kind of just laugh at it because like I said, I look at it and say, bro, you could never do what I could do. So I would gladly let you sit behind a phone screen with some type of fake profile picture. You can't even say who you are. Like, it's just funny stuff like that. So I feel like as a man, why would I let that affect me? What somebody who feels less about themselves has to say about me? Because I feel like if you're down and if you're having to put other people down, you feel less about yourself. And I feel like that's what a lot of our guys are taking away from it. Like, don't buy into the social media crap because a lot of those people are miserable. At the end of the day, miserable people. So as much as you wanna respond back sometimes and just be like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You just look at it, laugh, keep going on with your day. Because, like I said, they're not sitting between these walls with us, going to war with us. So why would we care what anybody else says? I mean, as long as your brothers think the utmost of you and have care and love for you, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So we just look at it like that and just continue to love one another each day through the hard times. And if somebody is getting bashed, I mean, we're going to pick that guy up more than we ever could and you could ever imagine because that's our brother. So,
Robbie, Peyton was talking about you guys are executing at a high level during practice. What do you think are some of the reasons, A, it's not able to go over into the game super well, and B, what do you think you guys have to do in order to start translating that into games?
Yeah, I mean, practice has been looking great from fall camp. I mean, fall camp to now. I mean, it's just how can we go in and just execute in the game? And I think kind of some of us are just pressing a little bit, trying to do too much instead of just relaxing and just playing ball like we know how to do. Sometimes you got to take it back to when you're young, playing in the backyard, just like, hey, just go out there, relax, have fun. And I think as just an offense, we've been too uptight. So now we just know we just got to go out there, relax, do what we do our 111, and then good things are going to fall into place. So that's really big for us and definitely really big for me because I definitely feel like at times, definitely last year, it was times like, I got to make a play. And then when I would just relax, that's when making the plays would come. And I've definitely had some moments this year where it's like, I feel like my team needed a play so bad where I'm pressed. I'm like, I got to make this. Instead of just going out there, taking deep breaths, relaxing, and just going and playing football. At the end of the day, this is just a game. And, we started playing when we were young, so it's like, why not take it back to those childhood memories when it was fun? I mean, it's still fun now, but the funnest times of your life playing football are definitely when you're younger and not having a care in the world. But you got to have a care, but you got to go out there with that just carefree mentality. If you make a mistake, we look at it as so what next play. I mean, that's part of the game. We're human. So we just got to go out there and just relax, just have fun, and just be the offense we know we can be because we've seen it happen so many times within camp and through now. Now it's just going out there and putting it on the field on Saturdays, and I feel like this week would be a great step in that. I mean, we got 5 games left. So we got 5 games to go out with a bang, which will be a great test this week. But I feel like if, as an offense, we just go out there, play relaxed and sound, we'll be in a good spot because I have the utmost confidence in our defense. I genuinely feel like we have one of the best defenses in the country. So they're going to go out there and do their thing. Now it's just on the offense. We got to go out there and do our thing and just get our swagger back.
Thank you, Ron.